Hello, Jamie True here, Head of Business Development at Simpled. And if you're watching this video, you're interested in one of our smart fingerprint locks. Be that our bestseller Slim series or our fantastically sleek and affordable lever line. I'm going to answer some of the FAQs that we get every day about these locks and hopefully give you the answers you need to inform you and make your purchase. So I'm going to crack on. How many fingerprints can be stored on it? Now this depends on the type of lock. However, as a general rule of thumb, 200. Up to 200. Now if you're like me, I don't even know 200 people, and this is by far enough for me to give out to all of my friends and family that I want to access my property with plenty spare. Can you configure multiple fingerprints from different people? Yes. You can use different fingerprints and tags, and you can also give them a limited time access. So if you've got a cleaner that you know that comes on a Friday between 2 and 3 every week, you can set your cleaner up with a timed code that will only work on that period, on that date, on that time, meaning they will not have access to your property at any time they're not supposed to. The touch screen of the lock seems quite reflective. Can fingerprints be left on the lock, making it easy to guess the password? That's a great question. Now, I personally have never found that my lock on the outside, obviously I've got these all over my house, I never found that I could sort of see where I was pressing on the keypad. However, if this is a concern of yours, we do have a feature to help you. What it allows you to do is come up with an imaginary PIN code to put before and after your actual code. So say your code was 4426, you could then put 1 and 2 on the either side. So you could put 14426 2 hash, and it would recognize the correct code in the middle between your two setup imaginary codes. So this makes it very, very difficult for anybody that could see fingerprints to guess the code. Is Simpled fingerprint locks compatible with all multi-point locks? So not all of them, but but most. We'd say around 90%. The only time it can really become a problem is if you have an offset spindle in your door. And what this means is that the handles are not level with each other. They're in separate places. If that's the case, we'll always recommend one of our smart cylinders, which are nice and easy to replace the Euro cylinder that's in your door, allowing you to still turn your door into a smart door without having to worry about your offset spindle. Are any electrical connections necessary to install the fingerprint lock? And what happens to my lock during an electrical blackout? So no electrical connections are needed. The locks are powered completely by battery. The smart fingerprint door locks are controlled with AA batteries, powered with AA batteries, which are easy to come by, and means that if there is ever a blackout, or a local power outage, you can still use your door without any worry because it's powered by batteries. What happens when the battery is empty, and how long is the battery life? So, great questions again. The battery life for the average user is about a year. Now, of course, this depends on multiple factors like usage amount or battery quality. But for the average user and average batteries, you're looking at about a year. You will get informed on the app when your battery is running low. But if for some reason you've allowed it to run out, perhaps you were away somewhere for a good amount of time, you forgot to change the batteries before you went, and they've died while you were away, it's not a problem because we do supply mechanical keys that can get you through the door. And there's also a section for a power bank to plug in, which gives it just enough juice to get through the door and change those batteries. Do I need a gateway? I get asked this question quite a lot. The answer to that depends on your particular needs for the smart lock. If you want to manage the lock completely remotely, so being able to generate new codes, remove users, doing everything that you might do, checking the logs, without having to be within Bluetooth range of the lock, yes, you will need a Wi-Fi bridge to do so. You will also need a Wi-Fi bridge to link this up to any home assistant you have, like Amazon Alexa or Google Home. If you're not interested in managing this remotely and you're quite happy for everything to be able to be done within Bluetooth range, then no, you do not need a Wi-Fi bridge for these locks to work. Can I use it for my Airbnb flat/hotel? So yes, it's a perfect solution, in fact, for any sort of commercial use like that. Fantastically useful for domestic, of course, but commercial, it really just goes to a whole another level. And the reason being is by being able to manage the lock completely remotely and provide new timed codes that will only be valid for the time that they're supposed to be staying. So if you get somebody book in on Airbnb and they're staying from the 10th to the 20th, you can generate them completely remotely with a Wi-Fi bridge, a timed code that will only work from the 10th to the 20th, and they will not be able to access the property at any other time using that same code. Also, I know this is a bane for a lot of Airbnb owners, and that's people losing the key or saying they've lost the key. The trouble is, if you have somebody that says they've lost the key, you can't really be sure if they have lost the key or if they've taken it and they're going to come back at a later date, let themselves in and do unsavory things to your property. That is no longer a worry with our Simpled Smart Locks. The reason being is that if you've generated them a code or even provided them a fob, you can revoke access to that code and fob at any time. So if somebody does accidentally take a fob with them, no problem, you would just kill that fob off in the app, and that's just a useless piece of plastic to them. So you never need to worry about having to change your locks if someone's disappeared with the keys. And finally, with super hot weather in the UK, will this withstand hours of direct sun at 40 degrees Celsius? Yes, it's not an issue. These are designed to withstand multiple temperatures, being hot or cold. I live on the Isle of Wight. I've had mine on my door for a long time now. Obviously the Isle of Wight's supposed to be the hottest place in Britain. Also combined with all of the sea air that comes from living on an island, mine does not even have a single bit of cosmetic wear and tear on it, and it's been on that door for a long time. So I always say this to anyone that's looking to get one of these products: if it can survive on the Isle of Wight, it can survive anywhere in England. Hopefully this has answered the majority of your questions for our Simpled Fingerprint Smart Locks. If you do have any other questions, of course, you can come through to our support WhatsApp, support email, or give me a call. We look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you so much.